Forever. Dog.
Race chaser. Woo-hoo. Race chaser. Yeehaw. Race chaser. Woo-hoo. Race chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser, a podcast dedicated to the dissection, discussion,
and dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
What up? I'm Good Willem.
I said dissection before discussion. Those of you race chasers who are
Those of you Easter eggers
who are following along,
asking all the questions.
Wrong.
When are you going to do Untucked?
We are.
We see you. Oh,
We are.
oh.
We are back again. We are on season 2, episode 6.
Making great strides.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. Tyra won last week. She killed it.
She won the David Petrushkin's Bridal Challenge.
You love David Patrician Bridal. That little Papa Blue did it for me. I loved Raven. Raven actually wipes off the goodbye message from Morgan. And she does it so methodically and serial killer, like just like wiping just like the outline. She's like, I won't make a mess to clean up later. I'm just going to do it now. I'm not going to smear the whole mirror. Very like, oh, wow. Okay, what goes on in that brain? Yeah. But bless. I mean, work
She
smarter,
doesn't
not
like
harder.
a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Because like if lipstick was somewhere and it needed to be removed, you extract it with the makeup.
You get
wipe.
that makeup wipe on that nail, and then you go
Yep.
you outline it. So, I mean, she's smart. I'm making fun of her, obviously, because I'm a horrible person. But yeah, it was methodical. I was like, wow. I just wiped it all over after telling him I didn't want to clean it up.
And then you put lipstick all over your ass and then shoved your ass on the mirror.
I did do that. I forgot about
do
that.
that.
Yeah, but that was only because they told me not to. Well, after they saw me doing it.
Did you break the table?
They said, don't climb up on there. And I grabbed a stool instead because I saw it. And then they're like, don't. And they were saying it the whole time. I was like, you're going to get this shot once. So stop yelling. Wow. Yeah, they didn't like me.
Difficult.
No.
Difficult
Very
behavior.
difficult.
Well, okay, we rehashed the fact that Tatiana and Tyra have drama.
Beef. When we going to eat?
There, yes.
For sure. It's brewing.
Tyra's unbothered. Tatiana still thinks she's the complete bitch. And Juju says, I was tucked so fiercely the other day, I got a blister on my you-know-what, and I thought it was an STD. Willem, has this ever happened to you?
I have had, yes.
Except it was an STD!
Except it was an STD irritated by tucking.
Right, it was exacerbated.
Exacerbated. Has this tuck recently been exacerbated by any STIs? Or?
The lesions were exacerbated. The lesions and open sores.
My colors are lesions and lipids.
Y'all, I was tucked so fiercely the other day, I had a blister on you-know-what, and I thought I had an STD. Girl, you got...
So the message comes through.
Ooh, girl, you've got pejorative.
It's got lots of rock and roll.
So many rock and
references.
lyrics.
I wonder always how many of the references go over so many of the queen's heads.
Yeah, you can kind of see the wheels working, and in that moment after they let you after the message where you reposition and then they film you talking about what you think it could be, girls. And Raven obviously figures it out. She says rockers, and everybody in those next few seconds, their eyes dart around like they have a few seconds to cheat before an exam.
What are you talking? Wait, I thought she was talking about birds, white-winged dove. I thought it was like a bird challenge. Like, are we going to be eating birds?
Ornithology.
Ornithology. Yeah.
We're bird women. It's very
Bird
that.
ladies.
Yeah.
Bird drag. Feathers.
Raven.
Fuck.
Crow.
It's rigged.
Crow.
It's rigged.
Mark, you guys. Season 5. Oh my God. We went off a cliff there, really.
There's a mini challenge.
Yes.
This is a fun mini challenge.
This mini challenge is actually practical. Uses drag skills that you've learned.
Yeah.
It's not, what can you eat? Bull balls?
Yeah.
Let's see. Nothing to do with drag.
They get 30 minutes to do this, and I mean, the challenge is to take wigs from Wig Pro Collection.
Which look, Wig Amateur collections. Flat, 3-tracked little throw and goes that I would throw in the trash and then go away from.
We'd like to take a moment to talk about Wig
Wig
Pro
Pro
Collection. You can use promo code. I'm just kidding. You
Promo
can't.
code drag.
We have not been endorsed by them yet.
We don't
but
know them.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So they have to take these wigs, which are flat wigs.
Flat.
Not a lot of tracks.
FOB,
in
fresh
them.
out the bag.
FOB. And they have to make them into big, bad rocker chick hair in 30 minutes. So
Could you do a wig in 30 minutes?
I could beat the fuck out of a wig like that.
Me too. You get
30
the right
minutes.
tools.
They get all the like color spray.
They
and,
have
like,
more braiding hair and stuff to do with it underneath the Wig Pro cart, obviously.
I could beat the fuck out of a wig in 30 minutes.
Easily. If you know how to backcomb, you're set.
They grab all the things. Raven says it's like vultures fighting over a dead body.
Wow.
Tyra says the other girls are really trashy.
Pandora puts a wig on, a guitar on a wig.
Yeah, she
does-
goes full literal.
She tries to do a Cindy Lou Who, and then it goes into a guitar, and it's abstract. I will say that
It had a concept.
it was conceptually interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a direction.
Now Rue is judging these wigs, and she just lays it out to her sister.
She reads.
She talks to Jude. Watching Rue go around the room with people, my season was always different. She would talk to Chad, me, Latrice, Sharon, like in a Kiki way, that the same way she talks to Juju, where it's just like you're talking, you're good on camera, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's less earpiece. Like she's not getting questions. It's just stuff
Right.
talking, with the other girls that like probably, she may not have that rapport with. It's earpiece question, she's not as interested, literally. And
So you were in the bottom last week.
wow. How does that feel?
You really have
You
to step it up.
haven't won a challenge yet, and this song is called Lady Boy. Do you think,
And you're a singer.
it's like we're,
This could be your moment.
Anyway, somehow Pandora wins the mini challenge.
Well,
That guitar, would you have worn it? Would you have worn it to a show?
not for a rock and roll. I honestly would have worn Jujubee's hair probably the most. It's very like Amy Winehouse.
It looks like a geisha got fucked. In like a back alley
thunderfucked.
of a Claire's. For sure. There's stuff in it. It's fun. It looks cool. It's big. I love Juju's hair.
Can we play back the thunderfucked moment? Because this is important
yeah.
to me. Because Tatiana is talking about her wig, and we think she's describing the girl, and she's like,
Meanwhile, it's a bob.
she's like, she went out and she got thunderfucked, or she got thunder something.
She just finished a show with her band Thunder, and afterward.
Oh, it's her band. It's Thunder Pussy. I think it's Thunder Pussy.
It didn't sound long enough for
Guys.
2 syllables, but I defer. It could be Thunder Pussy, but I think it's Thunder Fuck.
Or Thunder Cunt.
Or Thunder Cunt,
Okay, yeah.
which is my cousin. Why? You don't?
No. I acquiesce that it could very well be something else. I am that person. I am
Call
giving.
Tatiana.
Call Tati.
Let's text her.
Yeah.
This could be a text question. I'm betting that it's Thunder Pussy. Pandora wins the mini challenge.
Pandora wins the mini challenge, and let me tell you, Raven's face is like,
Oh my God, this
looking
is-
like a cracker when Aquaria won. She has to take a moment, and
She's like,
we're gonna get through this.
it's going on the Instagram.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
Fully going on the gram.
And Pandora side eyes a little too, I think, but I would too, because I didn't think that Pandora should have won that mini challenge. But you know what? Give her due. Good for her.
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Give her her pub.
Let her live.
Give
and
her her guitar hair.
Give her her guitar hair.
It
And-
won't do. It's not
just won't do.
proper.
It just won't do. And the prize is some Leg Avenue bodysuits. The good crotchless
Really?
kinds the girls wear for turning, I think. Yeah, they said something about Leg Avenue.
I'd like a good Leg Avenue. I have a few Leg Avenue in my
I got some
collection.
staples.
Staples.
Yeah.
The problem is their fishnets rip when you're taking them out of the package.
Yeah. But
Capizios, you snag them on a fucking nail and they still don't rip. Like,
Yeah.
you could, like, go 3 feet and it just has stretched.
Leg Avenue is for turning. Leg Avenue is not.
Did we get a ruling?
Tatiana said, "What's that from?" LOL.
She has no idea.
Drag Race mini challenge where you had to do a rocker wig. Pandora's
Oh my
guitar
God.
won somehow, period. For a reminder.
I think, okay, a lot of the girls went, like, more realistic. Like, Raven went, like, This is actually what, like, a rocker, that's Pat Benatar's hair.
Yeah, for sure. She did Pat Benatar hair.
But I think they were looking for something a little more over the top and a little more.
I always say mini challenge is like a full like look, you know? Like
Right.
when I was blue, when Pandora's and Jessica's hair are like good colors. Like for the 2-shot, they picked Pandora and Jessica because it's interesting to look at.
Jessica's hair looks fucking fierce, too. And
Jessica's
RuPaul,
hair, for sure.
Yeah. RuPaul says, I'll use this as a backup
She
if I
says
need to.
it's always good to have a backup, which is the deftest form of shade there is. Just a simple volley back.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
Also,
always good to have a backup.
Pandora named her. She said, "This is Mustang Sally."
Oh.
Oh.
Pandora has concept.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Pandora has concept. Pandora has interview. She's a good head. She
Yeah.
talks. It's good,
Yeah.
you know? It's good for the reality show.
And it's a reference, which RuPaul loves a
Yeah.
reference.
I mean, in the walk
Mustang
around,
Sally.
I remember on this episode, Pandora has another thing like, I'm going to come out of my box, you know?
Yeah.
It's like one of those. She's good at that.
Did we get a ruling from Tatiana?
I'm pretty sure I said Thunder Cunt.
Thunder cunt! Ding, 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 ding,
for the win.
Okay, Big Dipper, what do you win? Do you win?
Avenue, a package.
Wow.
You win a wardrobe. A
A
lingerie
sickening supply of Turnton garments by Leg Avenue. Turnt not included.
Is it your apartment on Leg Avenue?
Who was asking if they were like, was it a year supply or a sickening supply?
Right,
They call it the
sickening
different-
supply.
What-
Yeah,
how
they
much
changed
is
it after
sickening?
Raja, I think, or Sharon, right?
Yeah, a sickening
Sickening
supply
supply.
is like they send you a really nice box, and that's the end of your engagement.
That's as sick as you get.
Raja, I heard that she would go to Krylon because it was Krylon that year, and she would just go periodically throughout the year and just fill her bag with
Why
stuff.
not? Well, why not?
Because
She
that was
uses
the
it.
agreement.
Yeah, and she uses it. She's a professional makeup artist.
Yeah.
You know? Good for her.
I think that's.
I just loot and rob. Well, American Apparel. Remember, I was looting and robbing.
Oh,
Ooh, at the
no
photo.
wonder they went out of fucking business. It was because we did that photo shoot.
They made us wear the clothes that weren't selling though. Somehow, when we made them look sickening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Magnolia print.
Oh God! Oh God! Remember the one where Courtney wore the gold and she looked teen mom third trimester? Oh wow! That's going on Instagram. It's the only picture where Courtney looks bad. She put all that chocolate in her teeth and then she smiles. She looks. Oh gosh, we'll put that on the Instagram for you.
Oh my god. Main challenge.
Main challenge.
Okay.
I'm on the wrong page.
The main challenge is they're singing live.
Girls, you're gonna be singing live.
I'm glad they do this, and they kind of don't do it that much on the show anymore. It depends on the season.
I think they. Yeah.
I want a really good vocalist season.
Well, that was kind of you had Bianca, she's Ernest Borgnine, and then Courtney and Adore and Darian all sang.
Borgnine.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember at the finale of 6? when
They
like,
did a
raised the
singing
curtain, they did
thing.
a singing thing to be like, we're the top 3.
My name is Courtney Act, and I'm in the top 3.
I wasn't invited. Did that air?
Yeah.
Yeah. As they descend the stairway, they have a little song.
I've seen that one.
And Bianca's like, I don't fucking sing, but I'm in the top 3.
Well, Bianca.
Yeah.
I love that. The girls for this challenge, some of them aren't confident that they can hold a note, much like Bianca. Juju she thinks she's got it. Tati's very self-conscious, and Tyra claims that her Halo singing last week was her real voice, which is problematic because everyone hated it.
And we're going to find out how this shakes out after this break.
It's gonna be a shake and go.
Shake it, go. You know what? There's no one on this planet like you.
Thank you.
You are unique and you are special. And why would you buy a generic mattress that's built for everybody else? Honey, everything else is custom. You should get a custom mattress.
Girl, I only do custom looks, custom books, custom lace. I like things that are just made for me, and that's what they're doing over here at HelixSleep.com.
Yes, it's Helix Sleep, and they have built a sleep quiz, and it takes about 2 minutes to complete. It's super easy, and they use the answers to match your body type and your sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you, honey.
I love that. What kind of sleeper are you? A side sleeper, hot sleeper, like a plush or firm bed?
I'm definitely like a side sleeper. Like I lay on my back to relax, and then when I actually get deep, I go to the side.
Oh. Well, I sleep very hard. And for Helix,
It is very hard to sleep with you. Yes.
yeah, I'm big spoon, little spoon, and a fucking blender.
The whole kitchen.
But the good thing about Helix mattress is there's no more guessing or confusion if you get a mattress from them, because the mattress is basically a perfect fit for you.
Yes. So go to helixsleep.com/drag. That's Helix, Helix, like the porn company. Yeah. You can take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life.
And for couples, groups, or gangbangs, they even offer...
It just says couples.
Sorry about that.
It's only couples. So Helix can even split the mattress down the middle.
Like King Solomon.
Hallelujah. And that's going to provide individual support and feel preferences on each side. So they have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free.
I also like a good little coupon, because right now Helix is offering up to $125 off all mattress orders.
Yeah, so get up to $125 off at helixsleep.com/drag.
That's helixsleep.com/drag for $125 off your mattress order. Helix Twink not included.
Casey Melrose. I don't know.
Probably.
They've always got names like that.
They're so great.
Yeah.
God bless their little twink hearts.
Melrose Beverly. No, Beverly's too femme. No, they would never use that.
Bev.
helixsleep.com/drag.
Drag. Now let's all get in bed together. Oh.
Ooh, race chaser.
Who do you think is going to win the main challenge, the Rocker Girl challenge, just by the walkthrough?
Jujubee. I
Me
mean,
too,
it's
for sure.
a very favorable walkthrough.
Yeah.
RuPaul says you haven't won a challenge yet, and you're a singer. So I mean, it's like,
And the song's called Lady Boy, and you're of Asian descent.
they're setting this up for Jujubee to slam dunk it. Mm-hmm. All she has to do is walk through the door. But sometimes there are those opportunities in your life where, honey, every circumstance is there for you to succeed, and you still shit the bed sometimes.
Name one.
My season 1 audition tape, for instance.
Oh, still moated.
No, I'm very grateful that I fucking flubbed that fucking interview.
Right, yeah.
I'm very grateful.
How did you flub it?
They pursued me. They asked me to be on the show. They brought me in. Like, they were setting
Flowers, candy.
it up, honey. Mm-hmm. All I had to do was have fun at the interview, and the camera turned on, and I froze. And I blew it. I didn't know what to do.
Oh my goodness.
So God bless.
Yeah, God bless.
That's a huge.
If I ever experience something like that, I'll let you guys know. I'm kidding. But
You've never self-sabotaged.
no. Is that French?
Le sabotage.
De self.
The exciting new fragrance from Will & Bellhigh.
Sabotage. Yeah. So based on these rehearsals, I think Terry Nunn says all the girls that compliment her will be doing good. They introduced Terry Nunn, who's one of the judges. She's an amazing 80s rock legend.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
You're
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Just let you know, I'm not a singer. Ease it in.
The rehearsals are funny.
The rehearsals are, they range from bleak to okay.
Come on, some of them are good.
Somewhere, yeah.
Raven actually
Raven's great.
kills it.
Raven gave great rehearsal. Jessica, great rehearsal. They were vivacious performers, even if they weren't the most technically skilled.
Ornacia was there? Vivacious comes out dressed like a spore.
Yes, mama. A spore.
She always looks like the close-up of like a virus or
Uh-huh.
like a bacteria.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yes.
Spikes and like tendons.
100 Shangela's All-Stars 4 look. The blow up. Or her 3, that blow up thing with the spikes.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's good.
She could have worn that for Wrecking Ball. That would have looked good.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Tati freezes on the mic just like I froze there. She said, I don't, and then Terry says, I don't think you want to be here.
This is classic Tatiana though, because she mentioned that this is kind of her method. Like she doesn't.
Classic Tati.
Classic Tati. She doesn't like to go all out in the rehearsal moment. And I think it makes tactical sense because it's like if I kill it here, then the expectations are really high.
Didn't someone not go out on the rehearsals for All Stars 3? They just kind of marked it and then they killed it or something? Or was that Tyra in another challenge? That was Tyra in the in episode 2 on the stripper pole. She doesn't like to go all out for rehearsal.
Yeah.
She likes to do her own thing. She's very in her own head. She's meticulous about her process, it seems.
Yeah.
And consistent. So good for her.
And Tatiana did it on All Stars 2 with the same parts. Like, I was asking everyone, what are you guys doing so we can do the lineup? And she was like, oh, I don't really know.
Did you do the lineup like you always do?
Yeah.
You did?
I'm a lineup queen.
They let you do lineup?
I loved writing
Legend.
a lineup. Honey, I love
Oh, wow.
writing a lineup.
So if there's one thing about Alaska that you don't know is backstage, she loves putting together a lineup.
Honey, I'm a lineup.
She can whip a lineup together in 2 minutes. Get the music out. Get the thumb drives out, girls. Have them labeled. We're not doing mixes. This is a 90-minute show. Derek, don't do all 3 mixes. No,
We're not pulling anything from YouTube, girls.
we can't rip it. I don't know how to do the MP3
I
rip.
don't have YouTube Red, so it'll have an ad on the front of it. Is that okay?
Oh my god. Oh, the Alexa Stone ad. Okay, cool. The challenge.
Terry Lynn wants to fuck Raven.
She said, "Oh, what a waste. You're not straight."
She said, oh, I wish you were straight.
Yeah.
She's like Mike Pence. She's like a conversion therapist.
100.
I wish you were straight.
The challenge day is next, and Raven and Pandora both come bewiggled already. Like they took their hair home to work on it, which we were kind of like prohibited from doing, but we all snuck stuff into our bag to like, oh, I'm going to stone this tonight.
Yeah. If it could fit in your bag and you could be discreet about it, it was like...
If there's one thing you can say about me,
Very discreet.
very discreet.
These are discreet professionals.
Discreet professionals.
The challenge.
The queens say that they would rather skydive than sing live, which is not the same case for me at all. I'd rather sing live and have control of my biggest tool in my drag, which is my mouth. Literally.
That is a very big tool.
Right?
Yes. No, it's true. I'm the same way. I don't do splits. I don't do kicks. I make noises out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. So when the mic doesn't work or there's no mic, I'm sort of like, I don't feel like myself.
For the talent show for All Stars 3, when y'all were talking about talents, didn't you? I know that you told the room when they're like, "What are you going to do?" You said mouth noises.
I said that?
No, I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's true, though.
Probably. It's what we do. Sahara is real open. They probably said, Sahara, why don't you talk about this? Because the girls are getting ready for the day, and she said, the people who I love weren't loving me, and I found solace in the comfort of something else. I was getting the love I needed from designer drugs like Special K. And her drag mom actually pulled her out of the drag mess. Have you ever had like a drag mom like guide you in the right way or that sense?
Michelle Visage gave me guidance at one point in my career, and it was the turning point.
Nice.
There were a lot of things changing in my life at that time, but she very frankly was like, if you're gonna be a fucking party monster train wreck, you're never gonna get booked again in some of these places. And I really took that to heart.
Well, the bookings have been lovely.
Yeah. It's true though. It's some girls like that becomes your product. It's like, oh, she's gonna show up and we're gonna get her fucking twisted on shots, and it's gonna be a great time.
Oh, I used to make people buy shots for detox during brunch all the time. One time she got up to 20.
20? That's like dangerous.
Yeah, she was fine. It's D.
Oh, were they apple pucker?
It was Hamburger Mary brunch shot. I don't know, but like she was
that was
in the road
that was,
doing
like,
her
real.
mix on the cars. It was great. She was just like throwing them at her face at one point. It was so fun.
my
Wig was off.
God.
Anyway, I agree with the Sahara statement because there was a drag queen only a little bit older than me, but much wiser, and she gave me ketamine for the first time, and I loved it.
Oh my god.
It was great.
Designer drugs.
Yeah.
I love that phrase. Is that what is Special K a designer drug?
I think any drug that takes aftermarket processing somehow to make it what its current pill form is.
I think
Makes it designery.
I think K is messy.
I love K. I did that on the last day of DragCon, and like literally,
Isn't it a down? I've never done that.
it's great. It's a dissociative. So like if you do too much, you can't feel your knees. Though James St. James explained a K-hole to me. Is like it's like a hole because you can't stand. Your legs don't work. And Matthew was there, like right near him or something, and he said, "Yeah, he was always doing it." I was like, "Wow." And there's no side effects because James is great. He's sharp as a tack, so that's why it's my choice.
That doesn't sound fun to me, though.
Well, okay. You shouldn't do K, though.
I'm not gonna. It's not on my list.
Anyway, Jessica needs to put a new zipper on her shopping list because her dress zipper breaks right before the main challenge.
Oh, no, seriously?
That's the worst. So she tapes it. She taped the zipper. She cinched it. It's actually very drag.
That's a
My
good...
zipper broke. Get me the tape. Do you have who's got tape?
Honey,
In the
that's
back.
how you do it.
That's how you do.
And there's no time to
Always when I'm going to
into
do
it.
a show, something happened. Oh, the zipper's broken. When I put my clothes, boom! Damn! My corset
mic pack.
explodes. Hot glue
The
it.
mic pack's
Boom,
broken.
boom, boom, yeah.
Tyra says hot glue it. Tyra's being a sister, though.
It's open in the back.
See? Yes, Tyra helps her duct tape it closed.
Go on.
And then leaves it hanging. God bless her. Yeah, Jessica is... she's one of those people that people sleep on. She's so fun and entertaining.
And she does really well in this challenge.
Bitch, her Selena. Have you ever
Spoiler.
seen Edward James almost do Selena? It's gorgeous.
You're an asshole.
I don't know what you mean. One thing about this challenge.
Who's Edward James almost? Can you bring it, Big Dip? Could you bring up a visual for me, please? I want a ruling on this.
Have you ever seen Edward James almost then said, Jessica Wild? Have you ever?
Are you suggesting? No, I need to see this. Okay. And this has to go on the ground. What? Wait, what are you... Wait.
He's an iconic Latino man.
So wait, are you suggesting... Is the suggestion that Jessica Wilde, when she does Selena, looks like this guy?
No.
Is that what you're saying? I don't see that.
Stand and deliver.
It's just they're both.
I haven't
They're both
seen Stand
Latinx
and
icons.
Okay,
They are.
so it was just a name choice.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't see it.
I don't see it.
You know, it is a great. I just saw the movie Selena this weekend.
Oh my! He's in that too. He's Selena's dad. Oh, word.
Oh, he's excellent.
Yeah, he's amazing. She was a Jehovah's Witness. Never had a birthday or Christmas.
I didn't know that. They
Yeah.
they glossed over that in the movie.
Yeah, they did for sure.
The movie's great. I
I wish
really
she
liked
catches that
it.
flower at the end. Whole thing would have turned out different.
Oh.
Anyway, Rue, her runway look for the main challenge is gorgeous. It's breathtaking.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
The asymmetry of it, yet it doesn't feel discombobulated. The look, the everything. It's art.
The whole thing.
Majestic.
The dress, the gloves, the makeup, the hair.
Oh,
the
gosh.
whole thing is right.
I mean, whatever the opposite of nooch is, because it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Matthew was feeling himself with his hair.
Phenomenal.
Like he was really
showing off
having
at
fun.
this point. He said, well, let me do this. And then
That
gorge.
front piece, the way that it goes like this and looks weightless and just stays there.
Mm-hmm.
That's really hard to
It's,
do.
I think he always loved how Bianca did her hair, too. He said it's like sculpture. And
Yeah.
he loved fucking with hair and showing what he could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great at that look. Now, for this challenge, for the first time, there's a live studio audience and a fake band. The band is
Love a
definitely fake because
band.
you could tell it's the track, and then you're like,
I
okay.
love a fake band.
Like it's
Nowadays, they would have the pit crew doing it in their underwear.
Oh, for sure.
That's
With
very,
no shoes.
Like, yeah, that's
it's very rocker, no shoes.
No shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to see a sock on the go-go boys. Go-go boys, please keep your socks on. The health department's coming by tonight.
Matching socks, please, tonight.
No holes.
What'd you say? So the girls, the basic rundown is, I think, from kind of like top to bottom, Jessica surprises and really delivers and is confident. Pandora's voice is kind of but like she's, doing her like rock moves.
Yeah.
Hey, now you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go
I
play.
think she looked cute.
Yeah, she's kind of Smash Mouth. Like
she
if
has
Smash
the
Mouth was a-
crimpy hair and like she's giving rocker and she characterizes.
She's giving me Lindsay Lohan mall rocker from Freaky Friday.
Exactly.
That hair could have been teased out. She could have had like a couple scabs, but she's clean, concise package.
Yes.
She demands an ovation as she walks out and peels off one piece of sequin dot fabric.
Honey, we've all done it.
I've never demanded applause.
I've
I
never
would feel so
demanded applause,
stupid.
but I've done the sequin dot reveal.
I know. I've done shows with you. Ding! Anyway, I'm not dissing it.
No one sees this reveal coming. I'm wearing just a
Sequin
sheet
dot.
of fabric. No one knows that I'm going to take this off.
I know,
I'm
right?
keeping this on for the whole show.
I think anytime that you have to go out for a challenge and you have to get an audience ready that like has been sitting, come on, clap your hands. It's always like a risk because they could always just cut to the audience giving nooch.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind, this audience has to watch how many queens sing the same exact song? 6,
Wow.
7 times in a row. Which, okay, it's going to be hard to get that audience going.
For sure. Sahara actually forgets some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
But Tati adds her own. She gets some chanting T-A-T-I, bitch. Tati turns the party every time.
She's a great performer.
Raven, too. Raven does really well, not surprisingly. And she's got
Yeah.
a little... Something that, for me, is like a wet cotton ball pulling apart. There's just a thin strip of panty over a padded ass. And to me, that's just like... I don't know. It just...
The padded pantyhose ass with a thong over it is a rare, thrilling moment.
It's a very Inland Empire moment.
Because the
Morgan does
girls
it, too.
do it. The girls do. Morgan does it. Raven does it. It doesn't, to me, resemble a real ass enough for it to be like, for it to have the impact that a thong is supposed to have.
Yeah, I'm not saying put on depends, but put on a light panty, a French cut, a brief. You know,
Yes.
it draws attention to the wrong area. It's like, oh, okay, that's, you know.
It's more for drag queens than it is for like the audience.
Sure,
because
100%.
it doesn't. I mean, and Raven like keeps turning around and like showing her ass off, and it's like a loaf of bread with like a piece of tape over the middle.
100.
It's not. It doesn't resemble an ass.
And the seam from the pantyhose is off center
That happens.
from
Okay, I'm not going to knock off points for that.
a girl presentation.
I'm not going to knock off points
Points for the presentation. Anyway, but she fares well, Rue's living, because she looks like Rue's baby stepdaughter.
She has a tattoo of Jinx Monsoon on her forearm as
She
well.
looks like Terry Nunn. She's selling it. They love it. She has Terry Nunn's hair on, basically.
And I believe that's an exposed corset.
Ding! 100%. Tyra is doing...
Exposed corset!
Now
we do
available.
it every episode since season 2.
Tyra is dressed like Beyonce does rock, basically.
That wig has been around the world at this point.
It has
That
multiple
Morgan McMichael's
stamps.
All-Stars promo wig has been around the world.
For sure. And she's giving Beyonce choreography, codography. She walks backwards like Beetlejuice at one point and says, I'm going to do this.
If you are... This is a case of the clothes are taking over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Especially for rock and roll, it's supposed to be about connection with the
Visceral.
audience. Visceral, in the moment, free. But she's like, I'm doing this thing with the code.
Produced.
And I'm not singing the words where they go at all.
Yeah. She was in her own... She marched into her own band. That was
Yeah.
on a one-person loop in her head.
Yeah.
'Cause-
But she had immunity. So
She did.
she was vulnerable. She made mistakes. And
She learned from it, probably. And she thanks...
Probably.
Yeah, and she's very thankful for it, I bet.
Thank you for your critiques.
Foreshadowing. Juju, it's clear. It's heartbreaking to me because I know that when she went on stage, they probably said, Juju, you have to put your drink down now. And that makes me sad for her because she was full boots before the show. Pandora admitted that they all demanded liquor before the challenge because they were all nervous.
They were nervous.
And the first thing that happens when Juju walks out for her performance is you can clearly say she sees, I can't hear the music, and she looks around, and then
it's like you have to
the
keep
nice
going.
thing to do would have been to start it over because she was clearly a performer at a loss at that point, and I feel bad because sound checks don't always sound the same when there's an audience in the room. Maybe she couldn't
No.
hear, they were cheering. I wish they would have done the sportsmanlike thing and let her win the challenge that they were throwing for her.
Right. And I think if she would have just stopped and said, listen, I can't hear the music, I think they would have started over.
And anytime I've done that, I've always been thankful because I'm like, if I have to struggle through it, by the bridge, you're fucked. You're like, I can't hear. Mariah, I thought, did the right thing. I think she got fucked because they wouldn't pull the West Coast feed with that New Year's Eve thing when she couldn't hear herself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was shady of them. But, live performances are
Then
crazy.
they play the track with all the vocals on it.
all
and
of
then
them.
you're
Her
just
whistle
clocked.
tone. You're like, oh!
Then you're just
Oh!
clocked.
Clocked.
Let's go ahead and take a break. Hello, Race Chasers! I'm really excited because I get to tell you about this meal kit delivery service that I'm obsessed with, and it's called HelloFresh.
Hey, fish.
No, HelloFresh. You see, we spend a lot of time out on the road. It's no secret. We travel a lot. And when I'm home, I personally love the idea of a home-cooked meal. And if I get a chance to make it myself, that's even better.
Yeah, HelloFresh actually shops, plans, delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. There's no like, ooh, let me get that spoon dirty. The amount is correct.
Exactly.
There are 3 plans to choose from, which are classic, veggie, and family.
Families if you're really hungry. If you got a lot of people.
Hey.
That's Big Dipper size.
Yeah, and those meals come. They come right in a box
Exactly.
delivered right to your door. Recyclable, insulated packaging, and everything is, pre-measured and laid out for you. So it takes the guesswork out of the prep and makes the kitchen less stressful. I got to do this and then that and measure this. It's it's right there. Boom.
Exactly. And the recipes are really simple. The instructions are outlined and there's pictures.
Girl, I love a picture.
And it's a good step-by-step card system, so it's basically impossible to screw up.
Well, I'll find a way if there is one. But honestly, I've done these, and it's a relief not to worry about planning a dinner. I had the chickpea tacos.
Right, exactly.
They were so good. And I was
Yes.
like, this is so cool. And I kind of made it myself. Sure, HelloFresh held my hand, but it was great because it's just 30 minutes, and that's sickening. You could listen to Race Chaser while you prepare your meal and even eat it. How about that, bitch?
All in one episode, yes, God. Cooking, you know this.
Girl.
This is the fun activity you can do with your friends or your lover or your family.
Oh, your sister.
And when all or your
your sister.
She's not my she's
mother.
not my friend. She's an angel. And when all the hard stuff is out of it, there's no shopping, there's no measuring, there's no deciding what to cook. That's all taken care of you. So the rest is just the fun part.
Yeah, the other amazing thing about HelloFresh is that you can set up a subscription service so your meals just come to you week after week, just when you need them and when you want them.
Girl, yes. So these meals are delicious. They're filling. They're delivered right to your door every week. And it's less than $10 per serving and free shipping.
That's so great. Plus, your account on the website is easy to manage. You can just choose your delivery date to line up with your schedule, and you can pause deliveries for when you're on vacation or you're you're out with the guys or the girls or whatever you do you, and change the meals based on whatever you like or what your man likes.
Yeah, so we've been trying out a few different HelloFreshes.
We've been dibbling and doubling.
There's this delicious pear and balsamic onion flatbread.
Ooh.
And this is sort of like the marriage of you feel like pizza, but you want to be a healthy girl.
And they have Bosch pears and little arugula or something delicious.
Yes.
Onions.
It's really delicious.
Yeah, and it's like a full meal as if I was in a restaurant, but it's in my own kitchen. I can tell because it's dirty.
So we have a really special offer just for you, Race Chasers. For a total of $60 off, that comes to $20 off your first 3 boxes. Visit
HelloFresh.com/drag60.
And enter code
Drag60.
That's
That's
HelloFresh.com/drag60 and use promo code guess what?
Drag60.
I mean, for $60 off HelloFresh, I would definitely try that. That's a good booking fee right there, $60.
Try it out, HelloFresh. Hello.
HelloFresh. The first time ever I went in MedMen.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Life-changing.
So I want to tell you about my experience in the cannabis world. Whereas previously, it was if you wanted to get your hands on cannabis, you had to dial a number of someone you didn't know who would possibly show up, and you didn't know what you were getting, and you didn't know how long it was going to take, or how much you were going to get, or how good it was going to be. And there's a lot of
stems?
unknowns.
Yeah.
So, moving to California, and once the laws passed, it really opened a lot of doors. And so there's places like MedMen, which is it's not what you would expect. It's nothing like the old way of getting cannabis. It's bright, it's well lit, it's beautifully sleek designed. The staff is super like knowledgeable and helpful. There are touch screens.
Friendly, accessible.
Yeah.
All that. When my dad came to visit, I took him there because he was a lifeguard in the 70s. You know, he loves cannabis. And so do I.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't fall far from that tree.
Yeah.
And the tree's flower with gorgeous flower of marijuana. I don't know where this is going.
The flower.
I tried to get him
bloom.
Bloom
for me.
for me. And MedMen has bloom for you. If you go in, you could get all the flower that you want. And that flower is $10 cheaper. Any product is $10 cheaper, your whole order, if you use the code DRAG.
Yeah. And it's not just smokable flower. You can also get lotions. You can get vape pens. They have edibles. They have bath bombs. They have tons of options for you. Their staff wears red shirts, so you'll be able to recognize them by their lovely red shirts.
So if you do go into MedMen, don't wear a red shirt or you'll get a bunch of questions.
They have 14 retail locations all throughout Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, and there's a brand new one where?
Las Vegas! Ooh, at Paradise and Harmon. Check it out.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
So go to medmen.com and you can find the store nearest you.
And again, as per my previous email, you can use the code DRAG at checkout for $10 off your order.
That's a good deal.
Girl, keep out of reach of children for use only by adults 21 years of age or older.
Check out MedMen today.
So I kind of agree with the judging that the judges are about to dish out.
Yeah.
They love Jessica, and they're devastated about Juju flubbing. Flub Tina.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, she did that. Pandora gets good feedback. Santino makes a stink eye, as always. And Sahara is trying to explain out her performance with, I just did it. I don't know what more you want from me. They told you they wanted rocker, and she did pirouettes and stuff, so... I mean, there's no use rehashing that, I guess, now.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. They do ask to see Raven's ass more, which gives me nails on a chalkboard.
Pause.
Yeah.
Does that give you pause?
It's like, oh God, maybe she still hasn't gotten over being a little afraid of this.
You are very elegant and that dancer, chic, refined.
But is that rocker chick?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I know it's really hard for you to let go because you do have all that
Girl,
dance.
I just did it. I just let go, baby. I mean, I don't know what else you want from me, Merle. I'm just a girly girl.
Maybe I just wanted a little rocker.
All right, next.
Damn. Coming from Merle. Merle's coming out of character, that headband, darling. She's coming out of pocket and out of character.
Merle thinks she put a little rhinestone stripper on her eye. She can tell the girls what to do now. Now she knows drag. Okay, Merle.
Sahara just has that look that she's like, the vultures are circling.
She knows.
I know how this is gonna go.
And
I can feel it.
Let me tell you, my glamorous co-host Alaska clocked what happens after the judging. She saw one of the girls stretching for a lip sync on the floor.
Oh yeah, when they
the judges
show her
are talking.
backstage.
When they say, well, this person, and then they show the girl backstage in the Illusions Lounge. Sahara's stretching. She's getting ready. She got her iPod in.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
And that's the thing when you're there. I mean, it's fairly obvious who's in the bottom.
You know what's really funny? When someone thinks that they're in the top and then they realize they're in the bottom, and they're like,
Oh, I know. It's great to get that close up.
It happened on my season. I won't say what girl, but she's like, I was gag girl. I thought I was top. I was like, oh,
Yikes.
you did?
Who? Now I need to know. Oh. Well, you can't say that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll save it for season 4. Mm-hmm. Okay. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
In the year 3022, we will be reaching 2019. Have you ever done a thing with a band? Sing with a band?
Yeah, I've done some things with bands.
Oh my gosh.
I've been in a few bands.
And a few bands have been in you.
This is true. Yeah, I've been DWV, AAA Girls, Transcontinental. You've been in 2 of those too, huh?
I was in Transcontinental once.
Before me.
Yeah.
Were you in it when Mama and Alana were in it and stuff?
Yes.
That iteration, Alexis.
Yeah.
It was that band was so much fun. It was like a revolving door of transvestism.
Yeah. And the band was really great. Like some of the guys
God.
that worked with Madonna and like other people. Mm-hmm. They were really good musicians.
100%. It was
They were good magicians. Mm-hmm. They were really good magicians.
Time came to pay. They disappeared. No, I'm kidding. But we were all working for free. We got drink tickets. We were happy.
We opened for Passion Pit once, which
that Justin Tranter's band?
I don't know.
That was Semi-Precious Weapons. Never mind.
I don't know, but it's one of the biggest audiences I've ever performed for. It was like a huge concert, and we were the opening act. So it was like, I mean, that was really cool. That was like when I was first starting drag. It was really cool.
It's nice.
Yeah.
What did you wear? Was it like Pebbles Pandora Goes to the Mall look?
No, I was full rocker chick, honey. I was more like Raven, except I didn't have a padded ass. I was really into like sequin tube top skirts and tops, and I think I had balloon breasts at that time.
I'm into tops and I love doing balloons.
Yeah.
There's
balloons full of whippets.
Yeah, for sure. I do have one question. Sahara did say during the judging, "What more do you want from me?" And during the walk around, she didn't even know how to do rocker hands. Remember, she's like, "How do you do it?" So the fact that she's in the bottom is not surprising to me. This Jessica Wilde shopping spree is great, but they don't tell her where to go to redeem it. They don't say what it's for. Do you think they lost the sponsor beforehand? They say Jessica Wilde wins $1,000 shopping spree.
That's all they say?
To where? To whom? They don't.
Nah, I need a ruling on this.
It's true.
I need a ruling.
My
on
consulting
this.
producer detailed it. Finally.
I'm disappointed because I haven't won any challenges, but I've been close to winning each time.
You have won a $1,000 shopping spree with Jessica.
What? That is so funny. I love that. I wonder what it was.
It's an obvious cut.
You have won $1,000 shopping spree. Maybe it's like $1,000 tip. Like they just give her $1,000. That's kind of cool.
That cut was a little abrupt. It makes me think the sponsor didn't pay. They said, "Girl, we need that prize money. We're going to cut you." 100%.
Pro management wigs did not come through. What are they called? Pro something.
Wig Pro.
Wig Pro professionals plus.
Oh my goodness.
Did not come through.
The bottom 2 for this are Juju and Sahara. And Pandora's plucked also. That's just a side note.
Well, because, I mean, RuPaul straight up tells her you're the Susan Lucci of this competition.
Yeah.
And that's
But everybody
very
loves
accurate.
an underdog, though, too. It's kind of this charm and almost, oh, shucks, Pandora box.
Yeah. But she easily could have won Snatch Game.
Easily. Oh, yeah.
She could have won this, but, I mean, Jessica beat the hell
She did
off
win
her.
the mini challenge. Maybe that got
She
her
did.
hopeful. Do many girls sweep the mini and the main? Because
I don't know. Maybe sometimes they
I
happen.
swept a mini and a main.
So have I.
Oh.
So have I, dear heart.
Damn.
I can match you mini for main.
Wow. Do you have a drink in your hand?
Oh, I do.
So do I.
Honey. Right now, it's a Earl Grey tea, venti size from Star Bellina's.
Mm-hmm. I got a tea too, but I got some additional tea.
Well,
here's the secret: drag queens do like to party, and when we like to cocktail, we like to cocktail.
Yeah.
And if we're nervous about something, a lot of people fall to a beverage to get themselves by, and it's about staying hydrated.
My go-to.
Yeah.
However, at a certain point, I realized that the nerves are actually there to help you, and they transmute into energy on stage that makes you sharper and better and more in the moment.
I remember my drag mother always said, "Girl, it's about transmutations."
It is.
Yeah. So on this challenge, Juju has talked about it. Pandora's talked about it. Everybody's talked about the fact that she may have been. I think the term is shwasted.
Inebriated.
Shwasted.
Shwasted.
But not to the point where she ever lost her face or her decorum or her loveliness, because watching it, it's a passionate rock chick praying for her boyfriend to let her keep her baby.
I thought it
and
was
to give her a
Alana
cocktail.
Miles.
You what?
I thought it was Alana Miles.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It
was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was
and
like Tia Carrere, like
gorgeous.
like
Wayne's World car
soaking
hood.
wet, sexy.
Sex goddess.
Yeah.
And Juju served.
Yeah.
And sometimes Juju has been overserved too.
She was overserved.
So don't come at her. She's found her sobriety. I liked her when she would get fucked up. I remember she half yanked my wig off at a meet and greet. It's like, Willem. I'm like, girl, my wig. But I love her, and she's Juju. And like, you know, you get those passionate kisses from her. Passionate kisses from From Juju. Passionate kisses. Oh.
So the story goes that she just kept getting really wasted. She knew she was in the bottom. She knew she blew it. She was upset. She was and upset drinking is
the best kind.
The best kind
for an audience.
So, but she really delivers this really great, like deep emotional performance.
Plenty of girls are great after they've had a bump or a shot. You know.
Sure. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Sahara, on the other hand,
needs a bump or a shot.
And well, this goes back to, you know, what the judges were saying about her performance in the challenge. It was like, we want it to be more rocker. We want it to be raw and like rough around the edges.
Sahara's,
and she's very poised.
Texas Page.
Yes.
She's technically proficient and skilled at this performance, and I'm sure a lot of people would love it. But when you put it next to Juju, who's got fire coming out of every vein for this, pleading to the sky and like living on the floor.
It's one of those lip syncs that you should look up if you aren't familiar with it. You probably are.
Yeah, you could tell they went handheld on it too, because they really got in there. They're just not on the track. They said, get her on the floor. Juju's down.
And Sahara was like, I'm going to stand the fuck in front of you, honey.
Sahara's all in the wide, and Juju has all the close shots for sure.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's shot wonderfully. Whoever's the DP, good on you guys, because they got every inch of Juju, and they needed it.
Yeah.
I love her.
She does great. Mm-hmm. She stays another day, and Sahara is asked to sashay away.
And Rue says, I know you'll stay on your toes.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little cute punch-up.
That's a good one because she's a ballet dancer.
Yeah, and she still hasn't nailed the Bring Back My Girls yet, so she's working on lines across the board.
Right.
What did she say this time? Did she say...
Does she say Bring Back My Girls?
She says, let's bring back the girls back to the main stage.
Oh, okay.
We're
getting there.
I'm not reading. I'm just presenting the facts for you to judge them.
We're
I'm
getting
not.
there. We're getting there.
Far
it's an evolution. Willem, do you want to say what's coming up right now?
What? Oh, let's take a break.
Bye.
Oh, there are so many millions of things demanding my time.
That's true.
Contacts shouldn't be one of them ever.
Yes.
And we're super excited to tell you about this great new company called Simple Contacts, and they're making the process of renewing your prescription and buying contacts simple.
Exactly. Simple Contacts is the most convenient way to get your contact lens prescription renewed and stock up on your particular brand of contacts. So listen to this, Willem. Mm-hmm. Instead of taking off time and spending all these hours at the doctor just to renew your prescription, you can now do it online in under 5 minutes. So this is really vision care for us for now.
You don't gotta tell me. I'll tell them how it works. I know about this. Here's how it works. You take a quick self-guided vision test from your phone or computer, somehow, science. Mm-hmm. It's reviewed by a licensed doctor in 24 hours, and then you receive a renewed prescription and reorder your brand of contacts next time. So easy.
If you have an unexpired prescription, you can use that too. And you just upload a photo of it or your doctor's information. And then you order the lenses you want in just a couple of minutes. And they give it to you at a great price. And they do all the hard work for you.
Bing, bang, boom.
So buying contacts, seriously, this has never been easier, and I don't know why it was so hard in the first place.
They want to make it difficult for the dolls, but not Simple Contacts. They make it easy.
Exactly.
They offer every brand of lenses, and their prices are unbeatable. Seriously, the prescription is just $20 too, and compare with what an annual appointment which costs somewhere else, like $200 without insurance. I remember it before I got LASIK. Shipping is free, and best of all, my listeners get our listeners get $20 off their first Simple Contacts orders. So to save $20 on your lenses, just go to simplecontacts.com/drag and enter the code DRAG at checkout.
Yes, and I want to just mention that this isn't a replacement for your periodic full eye health exam. You still need those occasionally.
Or a condom to prevent against STIs.
Right. However, this is the most convenient way to renew a prescription and reorder your contacts. So again, check out Simple Contacts and get $20 off by going to simplecontacts.com/drag or use promo code DRAG at checkout.
Save yourself time, money, and a headache with Simple Contacts.
Okay.
Out of all the queens of season 2, one of them stands out as a truth teller, a catchphrase owner, and to her we'd like to say thank you. And her name is Tatiana. So for this season, we would like to do a little segment we call Tati Tidbits. So you have an album out right now, which is called T1.
Yeah.
This is a full-length album. It's amazing. And the listeners want to know, what made you want to get into the music industry?
Well, I mean, I think it was something that I always kind of wanted to do, but I never really had the confidence in myself to think I could do it. Like, especially before Drag Race, I'm like, that's not a real thing.
Right.
But I'd always been like writing songs and, singing in the shower, whatever. And then when I actually did season 2, when they made us sing live, which was horribly frightening, I was like, oh, well, if I can do it on national television, I can definitely do it in a studio.
Exactly. And the album's really good.
Thank you. I started releasing singles back in like 2011, just like here and there, just for fun. And then when the same parts happened, I obviously wanted to make that into a track. So I hit up this awesome DJ Mad Science in DC, and his partner, Mark Berry. So they did the same parts and my follow-up single, Transform. And then we just kind of kept on recording after that. And we're like, do we want to do an EP? Do we want to do a full album? And it just kind of ended up being a full album.
Nice.
Wow, I can't believe we are down to a final 6.
Top 6. That sounds like a good weekend to me.
That were top 6 tops.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's gone by so quickly, and now there's only six queens left.
But the good thing is, next season there's like 12 or 13. Don't they have even more?
So many.
My season had 13.
So many divas.
So many.
Have you met all the divas?
Divas and dolls.
Have you met all the divas? That's what I was saying at Drag World. Every kid I would meet, I was like, did you meet all the divas?
Oh, I always say, who was nice and who was a bitch?
Oh, yeah.
And then like, good. Well, this person was 3.5 hours late and she kept telling us she was on her way, but her dress broke.
Ooh. I have no idea who you're talking about. I have no idea what you mean.
Okay.
No, I didn't know her to come out of character.
Oh, yeah,
way.
because she wanted her dress to match the picture that she was giving out that day. And she's like, oh, my zipper broke. I had to get it fixed. And she kept saying a half hour. And it was 12:30 before she got there for her 9 a.m., whatever. Okay. 12:30. Making kids wait 3.5 hours in a line and saying you're going to be there. They missed out on meeting tons of other dolls. Numerous dolls.
They got to go meet the divas. Meet all the divas.
Bless her heart, though. I really like her. Yeah. Everybody's had a day where, she performed the night before probably.
Oh, it happens.
That's why I don't agree to perform DragCon weekend. I'm like, no. I'm here to meet fans.
It does get to be a lot.
And do drugs.
What do you think was the most, memorable moment? I mean, obviously,
Juju.
the Juju B, The Jujubee lip sync.
It's
really quite
The
exquisite.
Jujubee lip sync is memorable. Also, seeing Tatiana be a solid and deliverable performer every single time.
She's a great performer.
She excels in any situation you put her in, even when she doubts her own skills. She's sickening.
And it's crazy because she said that she had never really performed.
She lip synced in chorus. Yeah, you know.
She lip synced in chorus. That's so fierce.
Do you have any BTS tea from a season 2 queen?
Well, we have, I mean,
I do. I forgot.
You do?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Remember last week how we had our special correspondent, DJ Pasta Buddy, on the scene talk about a doll throwing a shoe at a performance a la Cardi B.
So we have a lot of plugins to the drag world.
What did you call me?
So we have an exciting piece of intel. I want that. Oh, that good intel sound effect.
Breaking news.
Hard copy. Yeah.
5:30.
This is the hard copy. That is what I called you. Yes.
Yeah. What did you?
What did you?
That should I save her in my phone as Anthony Hard Copy.
Yeah. So we have in the building
DJ Pasta Body.
Anthony DJ Pasta Body.
Hi.
Yes.
Now you work the parties, I hear.
Yes.
Work the parties.
Do a Monday night gig at Foo Bar every Monday night. It's called Make Out Mondays.
Also, not your sensual voice.
What is this like
my radio
mask
voice.
really low? Are you losing your voice?
That's his train voice. Oh, you did that voice in the voice? Is that why they keep coming through that back door?
Oh, I see.
Anyway,
Okay.
you also do the Snap Out of It parties and the Foo Bar parties.
Yep, resident DJ at Snap Out of It.
DJ Wishlist.
Yeah, so Make Out Mondays, we have a drag show every Monday, and
I call it the Ray Latre Little Miss Foo Bar Booger Ball because there's
That's
always at least
cute.
one girl that's terrible, and she's the one that wins every week for me, and I tip her. I give her a 20.
Oh, I love that.
So who was there this week, Ann?
So this past Monday we had Tyra Sanchez
She was
as a
a guest.
Yes.
Gigs.
Okay.
She was
We've been
part of
curious
the lineup.
We've been curious as to what's going on with Tyra currently.
VH1 should bring back Where Are They Now with the Drag Race girls.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but this past April for LA's DragCon, she had threatened to blow up the building.
We had heard.
She was under FBI investigation.
Oh my
She
goodness.
told you that?
No, it was
Like
all over
Brett
the
Kavanaugh.
interwebs. So
I was
with
like, this
that,
is light DJ talk when you turn in your music. Damn, she got deep. Track 2, and I was under investigation. You want to talk about that?
so
Do you have drink tickets?
right around then, Rhea tried to put her on the lineup, and the crew for Make Out Monday said
They
no.
said no.
We were all in unison about no, because she had already attacked Raja online and a bunch of other queens just like going in on
Put up
them,
Tati's phone number.
saying she's gonna see them out in public. You better watch yourself. Threatening,
right?
just
gonna fight
problematic.
Fifi.
Well, a lot of people wanted to fight
She
Fifi,
said,
to be fair.
she said, if I see you there, watch yourself because I will attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
So we were all like, no, she's too much. She's gonna. It's a no.
And then I believe the post was something like, if you're going to DragCon on this day, I'm just telling you, I'm not saying anything, but you don't want to be there at this time.
Mm-hmm. And it was like she did like a graphic too, wasn't there? Like a exploding
bomb
or
building.
some
Yeah.
Who did the
building.
flyer?
Girl, I don't know who the artist is. It was a good rendering though.
So this past Monday, Rhea snuck her into the lineup.
She snuck her
Well, it's
past.
her night, bitch. She's
Snuck her
allowed
in.
to. That's my sister.
I mean, if we already said no,
Yeah, that's true.
if everybody already said no to her in
But
the
didn't
past,
she-
it's a no.
Didn't she put her on for a specific reason because it was her like going away show?
I mean, how
thought
many
that
times have drag queens said, "I'm going to retire after the show," and then you see them out the very next night?
Magnolia Carter.
So she comes out and she's performing Cardi
Yellow?
B's Bodak Yellow.
Okay.
She has this like long green. I don't know what it was. It was like
Foo
a
Bar,
gown or
there's carpet,
something.
too.
Looks great.
You don't want to do
Yeah,
a
she
gown
looked
at Foo Bar. There's
amazing.
carpet right there.
She looked great, but she was wearing this like chunky black heel that had like painted on red bottoms. So at one point she took off the heel, and it was like a big ass stripper heel, heavy.
Chonkla.
And she's holding it like with the heel, like she's gonna, and she's like performing, like she's gonna stab
free
somebody
for
with the
Alda.
heel.
Okay.
So we're in the, me and Famin, one of the other resident drag queens, are like, oh, okay, she's like really going in with this heel.
She's acting.
So all of a
Performing the
sudden,
song.
the beat drops, and bitch throws this heel like with the fucking wrath.
Where?
Like,
It didn't hit Josh,
full
did it?
strength. No, she throws it towards the back of the stage, and Beverly Lux had just performed before her. And the curtain at Foo Bar is the backdrop for these queens. So I mean, that fucking heel flew through the curtain.
Oh my God.
And we were like, damn, I hope that didn't hit nobody back there.
Shit, not even a warning to the girls backstage?
No, it was like, good luck, bitches. It's like, wow.
Did it hit anyone?
No, luckily.
Bitch!
Did it happen?
I don't think it hit
didn't hurt
anybody. I think we heard it hit the wall back there. But bitch literally came out through that curtain and then threw her big ass heel. Like, if it would have hit somebody, it would have did some damage. Wow. Yeah. So bitch is still crazy. She's still fucking nuts.
Well, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
She was acting. And Cardi B is famous for throwing that shoe recently. And she was doing a Cardi B song. And it's a song about those shoes being red bottom bloody shoes.
Throw it at the brick wall. Throw it at the,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
You don't have to hurt nobody.
I love a stunt and I love acting, but it has to be done really safely, because if it's done flippantly, someone can get hurt, and then you can get the bar shut down for lawsuits and things. Yeah, right. And that's not, that's not cool.
Yeah.
But thank you for this piece of intel. This is good to know.
I thought it was worth mentioning. I was like really shocked that she would just throw her big ass fake Louboutin across the room like that.
She reads, and sometimes I have to tell her, stop that, that's my sister. But she goes in. She goes in.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love you. For this piece of intel. Oh my God. Okay.
So it actually.
Did we say who it was? Are we allowed to say?
We did say it was Tyra, because he said it, because he was in the DJ booth playing the track. Right. And the shoe that flew through the dressing room curtain at Foo Bar, so it's a curtain tacked to the ceiling.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It actually did strike another doll, Beverly Lux.
Beverly Lux.
Now, medical professionals were not called, but she was struck on the calf as she was changing into her house shoe, because after she performs, Beverly Lux put on flat.
She does.
Likes to be even lower to the ground than her 5'2" ass. So it hit her. Like, what if she was standing and that hit her in the head? Or like throwing shoes at the club? Not okay.
If you're going to throw stuff, and I learned this years ago, it has to be a controlled throw.
You like safety. You're a safety girl.
It can get... And, hurting someone by accident is not
even
cool
if they're
or sexy
ugly
or fun.
Yeah,
or,
no, it's not cool.
It's not, it just is bad. It's just, there's no turning it around.
Blood in a club is always bad. Yeah. Whatever reason it's there, you're never like, oh, yay, more blood in the club. It's always bad.
Yeah.
You don't want blood in the club.
No bloodshed.
I don't want no blood in the club. In the club. In this club. In the club.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been lovely. We're going to be back next time.
To continue down our journey of drag queen memory wow,
exactly.
I fucked that. I'm Willem.
I'm Alaska.
And you can rate our podcast and comment how fantastic it is. And subscribe to make sure you know when each new episode comes out. And our Race Chaser podcast is Race Chaser Pod.
Yeah, check us out on that Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back next time.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willem is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is Race Chaser